Now we will see the chapter electricity. So if you switch on the fan and then light means, so the fan is rotating and the light is glowing. So the main reason is due to electricity. So what is electricity? Electricity is a form of energy that can be easily changed to many other forms. So here a picture is given. Electricity is used in many forms, that is for light, communication, heating and cooling, motion or power. What is electric current? So electric current is the flow of electric charge. That is, if you take a conductor, for example copper wire, electrons are present there, and then due to the flow of electrons only current is produced. So it is measured as the rate of flow of electric charge. So normally electric current is mentioned by the letter I. So the formula for I is Q divided by T. So here Q stands for charge and then T is the time taken. SI unit of electric current is ampere. So it is mentioned by the letter capital A. So here a bulb is connected to a battery by means of a key. But here the key or switch, it is open. So the bulb does not glow. If you close the switch means the bulb starts to glow. So it is due to electric current. The direction of the conventional current is opposite to the direction of electrons. So the current always flows from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal, but the electron's direction is just opposite to that. Next one, ammeter. So this is the instrument used to measure the electric current. So usually we will connect ammeter in series in the circuit. Then how we want to connect ammeter with the battery means, battery's positive terminal should be connected to the positive terminal of the ammeter, and then a negative terminal of the battery should be connected to the negative terminal of the ammeter. So like that you want to connect. Next one, potential difference. So electrons are flowing means we want to do some work done. So that work done is nothing but potential difference. So here it is the work done to move a charge from one point to another point in an electric field. So it is called as a potential difference. It is a scalar quantity and then its unit is volt. On behalf of the name of the scientist, the unit is mentioned like this, volt. And then there is another unit equivalent to volt, that is joule per coulomb. Actually it is responsible for the flow of current in a conductor. Potential difference is responsible for the flow of current in a conductor. It is measured by a device called voltmeter. Next one, electric potential. There is a small difference between potential difference and then electric potential. So here electric potential is the work done in moving a charge from infinity to that point. So here we are moving the charge from infinity to that point. It is also a scalar quantity. Its unit is also similar to the potential difference. That is volt, or another unit is joule per coulomb. Next, formula for potential difference. So the potential difference is mentioned by the letter capital V. So V equal to W by Q. So here W stands for the work done. Its unit is joule. And then Q stands for the charge. Its unit is coulomb. So how we can define 1 volt here? 1 volt equal to when 1 joule of work is done to move 1 coulomb of charge. Next one, voltmeter. So it is an instrument used to measure the potential difference. It can be connected in parallel to the circuit. So here also the same way how we are connecting ammeter, like that voltmeter should be connected to the battery, but in parallel you want to connect, that is positive side of the voltmeter should be connected to the positive terminal of the cell and then vice versa. That is negative of the voltmeter should be connected to the negative terminal of the cell. Next one, electric circuit. It is a continuous and closed path of electric current. So here the electric circuit is mentioned. So we are using a cell and then that is connected to an ammeter through connecting wires. Ammeter should be connected in series, and then next we are using a resistor and then a switch. Then voltmeter is connected in parallel to the resistor. So this is a condition. In this two way we want to connect the ammeter and voltmeter. Ammeter should be connected in series and then voltmeter should be connected in parallel. So here some symbols are given of electrical components that you can refer in page number 203. Next one, Ohm's law. So actually it is stated by the scientist George Siemens Ohm. So he relates the relationship between potential difference and current. How the two terms are related here. So how the two terms are related means V and I are directly proportional here. How it is directly proportional means, so for flow of electrons we want to do some work done. So how much work we are doing, according to that electrons will flow, according to that current is produced. So V and I are directly proportional. So here the statement is given, at constant temperature current flowing through conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference. So V by I is a constant term. So that constant is nothing but R. It is called as the resistance. So we can define the formula as V equal to IR. V equal to IR, and then the unit of resistance is ohm. It is mentioned by the symbol like this. Next one, plotting a graph between V and I. If we plot a graph between V and I means normally we will get a straight line for ohmic conductor, that is given in the first graph. So straight line we are getting. So this is for ohmic conductor. Ohmic conductor means the conductor which obeys the Ohm's law. So here V and I are directly proportional. And the next graph we are getting as a curve. So here V and I, they are not directly proportional. So that conductors are called as the non-ohmic conductors. Next, what is the relationship between resistance and current? So from Ohm's law, we can get the formula as R equal to V by I. That is, V is the potential difference, I is the current. So how that R, resistance and current proportional means they are inversely proportional. That means if resistance increases, current decreases. Resistance decreases, current increases. So what is the work of a resistance in a circuit means it will resist the flow of current in a circuit. So there is another term called conductance. It is nothing but reciprocal of the resistance. Reciprocal of the resistance. So 1 by R, it is called as the conductance. So if you use a small amount of resistance in the circuit means the conductance will be increased there. Next, plotting a graph by taking the current along the x-axis and potential difference along the y-axis, normally we will get a straight line according to Ohm's law. But if you are taking the slope means, what is the formula for slope? Slope formula is change in the y-axis divided by change in the x-axis. But in the first graph, so which term is taken along the y-axis? Voltage. So change in the voltage or potential difference is V2 minus V1 divided by x-axis we have taken current, that is I2 minus I1. So V by I equal to R. Actually V by I means it is nothing but resistance. But in the second graph, the x and y-axis terms are changed here. Potential difference is taken along the x-axis and current is taken along the y-axis. So here the slope formula will be I2 minus I1 divided by V2 minus V1. So I by V. So I by V is nothing but reciprocal of the resistance. It is called as the conductance.